Hey, it's Regina from Transform Your Performance. Hey, what's going on with this summer? Well, it might be actually winter where you are because people are watching this from different parts of the world. But here we had a few summer-like days, very sparse one, reaching the high 80s earlier this week. And boom, here we are in the 60s again today. Anyway, Saturday afternoon it poured. It would pour, then stop, pour, then stop, pour, then stop. So no bike ride for me yesterday. I've gotten soaked so often on my bike in Miami back when I was there. And because in Miami, when it rains, it pours. Usually it rains cats and dogs. And it gets all flooded really, really quick. But hey, it's still been an amazing weekend and Sunday here in Lyon because we make it so, right? When we make it so, then it is. Seems like I'm going to be here in France for a while before I cross the ocean again because I just have some stuff to do here, take things to take care of. Also planning to visit family in Germany very soon. And as you may know, I am splitting my time between New York City, Lyon, and sometimes also Miami. And I've also been working on a new project in South Africa. More about that soon, hopefully. The most exciting news for me this week is that, yes, I onboarded a new client on Friday and I supported a couple of new coaching clients from an organization that I've been working with for a few years in a row now as part of a mentorship program that they do every year. And this year, they want me to coach even more people. So that's really exciting. And then, of course, my podcast launch is around the corner, coming up this Friday, this coming Friday. I'm going to launch my Rise to Lead podcast, Friday, July 5th. And I'm getting all the ducks in the row for that, creating the back end, the calendaring system, and all of the different documents for my amazing guests. And yes, I'm also already recording the first few episodes. This means a lot to me because I love inspiring around bold, courageous, and heart-centered leadership. And that's what my podcast is all going to be about. And yeah, my guests and I have already some incredible guests lined up, some of them top-rated podcasters themselves. So if that's not freaking amazing, then I don't know what is. So my guests and I are ramping up for the first few episodes, and you gotta stay tuned because you will love them. I will definitely let you know when the first episode is up, but it's going to be a Friday, not a Sunday. So if you would like to get on my wait list for the podcast so you don't miss the launch and the very first episode on this coming Friday on July 5th, then simply email me at regina@transformyourperformance.com. Again, that's regina@transformyourperformance.com, and I'll add you to the list so you will be informed, okay? How about your own weekend or Sunday? Let's now get to you. I hope it's all been freaking amazing for you. What are you celebrating this weekend? Share in comments. Now, what if you are not having such a freaking amazing weekend and Sunday? What if you're not in the best of moods today? What if it's not been such a great weekend for you so far, for whatever reason? Then the best question to ask yourself is, how can I make it better? What can I do right now to feel better, to feel good? If not great, at least good. And, of course, you could have several different reasons. I recognize that, right? Maybe you're disappointed about something or somebody. Then think about why that is. That's because you had expectations, right? And they were not met. Can you detach yourself from your expectations and find a way to accept what is? Now, I always say, expect the best outcome, but don't get attached to it. I know that's easier said than done. Let's try to not be so attached to what we want and accept what is. Or maybe you're sick. How can you give yourself some healing energy? How can you allow your body to heal through your mind? Our minds are very powerful and it's all connected, right? A few weeks ago, I noticed that I had a deficiency of sorts, a mineral or whatever deficiency. I had malaria in the past, and I also had dengue fever in the past. And both diseases attack the liver. So I just got to be watching out for my liver. So now I'm not someone who runs to the doctor all the time, and I don't do all those tests all the time. I studied a lot of holistic healing in the past, and I prefer to do it my way. I'm not saying you have to do the same, okay? You do it your way. So I've been doing a healing meditation every single day. This definitely cannot hurt, even if you do go to the doctors and follow their advice and whatnot. But I just can report back to you already considerable improvement. So already gotten much better. No medication whatsoever. Yes, I'm taking a few supplements like black radish and artichoke, like those ampoule. What are they called again in English? Those, oh my God, the French word is coming out. Ampoule. It's going to come to me in a minute. And I've also been taking mugwort. So if you feel sick this weekend, make time to heal. That's my message. Or maybe you're mourning a loss, maybe the loss of a loved one, the loss of a person, or maybe even also the loss of something material. How can you find comfort or relief? Can you find peace and solace in music or in connecting with spirit, with source, with God, whatever your preferred word or concept is? How can you do that? Or maybe you're angry with yourself. You resent yourself for something you did or you didn't do. Oftentimes we resent ourselves for something we didn't do. That's why I take a lot of risks. Can you forgive yourself? Maybe ask yourself, what would love do? Love in capital letters. What would love do? What would love forgive you? It sure would. Can you forgive yourself? So that reminds me of a painting that an artist gave to me. He made it for me actually in Zanzibar when I was there not too long ago. It was about 2 years ago now. Or was it 1 year ago? Oh my God, time flies. I have to look it up. Think about it. Or maybe you're nervous about an upcoming meeting this week. Then find a way to calm your nerves. Connect with your intrinsic power. We all have that. Maybe pick up my book, Speak Up, Stand Out, and Shine, and do a few exercises from the book. I've written it for that very purpose. It's called Speak Up, Stand Out, and Shine, and you can find it on Amazon. And it's precisely for those challenging situations when we need to find our courage or our confidence. Whatever your feelings or state of mind were at the beginning of this video, whether it was great or not so great, I wish you a wonderful rest of your Sunday and a freaking amazing week ahead. That's it for today, my friends. I got to go back to preparing some stuff for my podcast. And also more freaking amazing things are coming next Sunday. So definitely tune in again Make it a great week.